In this lab, you will learn about rule-based access control. You will learn how to use permissions and scopes to control what actions identities can and cannot perform. You will also learn how to make subscription management easier using management group. There are 4 tasks that I will perform. Task 1, I will implement management group. In task 2, we're going to review together and assign a built-in Azure role. In task 3, we're going to create a custom RBAC role. And in task 4, I will show you how to monitor role assignment with activity log. This is my Azure portal. So I will start with task 1. In task 1, I will create and configure management groups. So what exactly is management group? Management groups are used to logically organize and segment subscriptions. They allow for RBAC and Azure policy to be assigned and inherited to other management groups and subscriptions. For example, if your organization has a dedicated support team for Europe, you can organize European subscriptions into management group to provide the support staff access to those subscriptions without providing individual access to all subscriptions. In the scenario that we are going to see, everyone at the help desk will need to create a support request across all subscriptions. So the first thing I will do is to search for Microsoft Entra ID. So here is Microsoft Entra ID. I will click on it. In the Microsoft Entra ID, I will look for Manage. In the Manage section, I will look for Properties. Now, I want to check certain information about this user that I'm actually using. If this user does have the rights to create management group or to administer management group. Look at this place. It said access management for Azure resources. And it said this is my user ID, can manage access to all Azure subscriptions and management groups in this tenant. So before you can implement management group, you have to check this option if it's on or off. Right now it's on, and that is why it says that I can manage all access to Azure subscriptions and management groups in the tenant. So what I need to do now is to look for management group. So I will type management group here. Here is the management group. I'll click on it. In the management group, I want to create a new instance of the management group. I already have one management group. If you notice, that is the root tenant management group. Under this management group, I have my Azure subscription. I'm going to create a new management group and I will give it a name. So you can give your management group any name, but the first thing you have to give your management group is the management group ID. So I'll call this one AZ-104-MG1, stands for management group 1. And the management group name will also be the same thing, AZ-104-MG1. That's management group 1. Then I'll click submit. That is how you will create a management group. So it's actually trying to create the management group now. So I'll wait for a few minutes, or let me say seconds. It should be ready any minute from now. And if it's not showing me anything, I might have to refresh the page, but it should show me something in a few minutes from now. You can see it's saying now that the update group succeeded. So It simply means that the management group is ready. Here is it. AZ-104-MG1. Did you notice the rules management group that I just talked about earlier? The rules management group is built into the hierarchy to have all management groups and subscription fold up to it. This group management group allows for global policies and Azure role assignments to be applied at the directory level. After creating a management group, you will add any subscription that should be included in that management group. For instance, I can move this subscription away from here. You can see it's directly under the tenant root group. You can move it to this place. But that is not what I intend to do now. I'll move to the task 2. Let us review together and assign a built-in Azure role. In this task, we are going to review the built-in roles that we have in Azure, and we are going to assign one of the built-in roles to a member or to a particular user. But in this task, we are going to review built-in roles and assign one of the built-in roles known as a VM contributor role to a member of the help desk. In Azure, we have a lot of built-in roles, which I'm going to show you any moment from now. But before we go ahead, let's go to the Microsoft Entra ID and create a new group. So I'll go to the Microsoft Entra ID. Remember, I said that I'm going to assign VM contributor role to help desk group. So this will take me to all group, and from here I'll create a new group. So the name I'll give to the new group is help desk. And this group is what? It's a security group. The membership type is assigned, and under the member, I'm going to assign one of the existing user. I'm going to look for root. Root will be member of this, as well as Fumi will also be member of this. Now I'll say select. Then I'll say create. So it's creating the group now. Now that that's finished creating the group is not showing yet, so I need to refresh here. And here is the group. Now I'll go back to the management group. And in the management group, I will look for the management group that I created earlier. And that is this one, AZ-104-MG1. I'll click on it so that it can open the AZ-104-MG1. I'll click on the IAM, that's access control. And from here, we can see all the roles that have been assigned to this management group. There are some default roles that will be assigned to that management group. We are going to see that default role. We'll also see the list of roles that we can assign. For example, if I click on this tab, it will show me the list of roles that we have, from which I can pick any of them and assign them to a group of users or a single user. From the name, you can guess the purpose of each of these role. And if you go to the subscription, it will give you more info. And if you come to the role assignments, you will see the list of the role that will be assigned to this management group. Right now, the only role assigned to this management group is owner. because this user, you can see the same user here, is the one that created the management group. So automatically it becomes the owner of the management group. If I click on this add and I say add role assignment, this will give me opportunity to be able to add a new role assignment. And the role assignment that I want to add is virtual machine contributor. So I will look for virtual machine contributor. Here is it, virtual machine contributor. It lets you manage virtual machine, but not access to them, and not the virtual network or storage accounts they are connected to. So you can only manage virtual machine. So any user that I assign this role to will only be able to manage the virtual machine. It cannot go inside. That is, you cannot configure storage for it. It cannot really do much when it comes to the networking. It can only manage it. That's what they are saying there. So I will select the role and I will go to the next. Then this will now take me to the member. The member tab, I need to select member, and the member is now going to be that help desk that I created earlier. So from the search box here, I'm going to look for help desk. So here is the help desk, and I will click select. And that is it, the help desk. After that, I'll click review plus create, or review plus assign. Sorry, I'll click on the review plus assign. It's going to review and assign that role to that particular group of users called help desk. So we're going to wait for a few seconds for this to happen. Once this is ready, as it actually show me right now, and here is it. What is the role? Virtual machine contributor, and it's assigned to who? Group of users known as help desk. The third task that I will perform under this lab demonstration is to create a custom RBAC role. In this task, you are going to see how to create a custom RBAC role. What is RBAC? Role-based access control, RBAC. So custom roles are a core part of implementing the principle of least privilege for an environment. So what happened in a custom role is that probably there is a particular role, but you felt that the privileges given to that role is too much. You can clone that role and remove certain things from it, and you customize it to be yours. So in this scenario, we are going to remove certain permissions from the role that I'm going to clone. So in order to do this, I will click on the add and click add custom role. That is how I can add a new custom role. So the next thing I need to do now is to supply information about the new custom role that I want to add. The custom role name will be custom support request. So I'm going to type that custom support request. And the description, I will say a custom contributor role for support requests. From the baseline permissions, I have three options. I can clone the role, I can start from the scratch, and I can start from JSON. This will allow me to write JSON scripts on my own from the beginning. This will allow me to also start from the scratch using other means. But what I want to do is to clone the existing role. So which role do I want to clone? I'll click the drop down. The role I'm looking for is support request contributor. So I will select the role and I will click next. In the next now, I will click exclude permission. That is, I want to remove certain permission. So the permission I want to remove has something to do with dot support. So I will type dot support there and I will click this. Under that dot support, I will look for this. I can remove any of this, but this is one I want to remove. Other register support resource provider. From the description, what is saying? Register support resource provider. So I don't want the role to allow the user that I will assign the role to be able to carry out this function. So you can look at any other function here that you want to exclude, or any other permissions rather that you want to exclude. So, but for this scenario, I will only check this one and I will click add. You can see not action, that is register support resource provider. So that is how to exclude. So you can go ahead and exclude as much as you want. After this, I will click on the assignable scope and I just need to be ensured that it will be assigned on the management group. Then I will click next. Here is the JSON file. So that's why I said the other time that if you know how to write your JSON scripts, you can start from the JSON script instead of cloning. But here's the JSON script based on what I just cloned. And I can even come here and edit certain information if I so wish. So what is this JSON script saying? Here is the name of the role, custom support request. Here is the description, a custom contributor role for support request. Here are the action, what is going to allow. Here is what it will not allow. So I will click on the review plus create, then I will click create. So at this point, it's creating a custom role and is going to assign that custom role to the management group. It says you have successfully created a custom role, that is custom support request. It may take the system a few minutes to display your role everywhere. So at this point, I will click OK. Remember the role? So I won't find it here because I did not assign the role to any user or group of users. But if I come to the roles, let's look for it. Maybe it's there or we need to wait for a few minutes again. So custom, the name is custom rules, right? Yes, custom support. Here is it, custom support requests. That is the role I just created. It's here now. So I can go ahead now, if I wish, I can assign this role now, just like I did the other time by when I assigned VM contributor role to a group of users known as helpdesk. So I can do the same thing if I so wish. The next thing I want to do is to go to task 4, where I will show you how you can monitor role assignment with activity log. So I'll come to this page. This is the activity log. From the activity log, I can see information about what I have done on this particular management group. For example, just 16 minutes ago, I create or updates. Remember, I created this management group within that time. I also created certain things within that time. If you expand this create or updates, what are the things? What are the things that happens there? You see, these are the things that happen. So I can monitor what is actually going on using the activity log. So you can see here is saying that create or update 17 minutes ago, create or update 17 minutes ago, create rule assignments 16 minutes ago, and so on and so forth. So from the activity log, you can see what is actually happening or what someone have done when it comes to the kind of permissions or what they have configured on this particular management group. So remember, in this lab, I've shown you how you can implement management group. The first thing that we did in task 1 is to implement the management group. And what happened in the task 2? In the task 2, I show you how you can review and assign a built-in Azure role. And in task 3, I created a new role, a new RBAC role. And how I did it was that I clone an existing role. And in task 4, I show you how to monitor um, role assignment or whatever it is that is happening on this management group. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing to this channel. Please let me know what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to leave a like and share this video. See you in the next one.